Natalie, this entire thing isn't real. So the truth is, like, this has all just been a big giant loyalty test. Like, we hired Javian to hit on you. Javian doesn't live here. Javian actually isn't your boyfriend's manager. He doesn't even work for that company. There was no orientation happening here. It was all just part of the test. Like, the truth is, Tommy just had his doubts about you. You gave him a couple of red flags, and so that's why he wanted to test your loyalty. Everything's been on camera. Everything's been taped. Tommy actually heard the moment that you gave Javian your number, your Instagram. Yeah, he basically saw and heard everything. So he saw, like, you agreeing to go on the date with him.
You hired all these people instead of talking to me? What is wrong with you?
What do you mean? I've been trying to talk to you.
You have clearly not been trying to talk to me. This is your fault.
This is my fault?
Oh, Lord. The reason I can understand why she said it's his fault, but it's not. It's both their fault because he's a weak male and he's a weak man, I should say. And because she judged him and find out that he's a weak man, she started resenting him. She thought she loved him, but it was hate all along. And because she judged him now and see that he's a weak male, that she noticed that he's a female because he would argue with her and do all of these things. And when they would have sex, it's an emotional, loving, soft sex. And she realized that he's a woman because he's only doing the romance and love and soft sex and the emotional feelings so he can get it back to himself. She ended up figuring out that this guy is a female. Beta male. So because of that thing, it reminds her of her mom, and she resents her mom already. And it's wild. Right? You have to understand what's really happening here subconsciously, right? That's why she said it's his fault because he doesn't know how to lead her, right?
Yes, instead of being a grown-ass man and using your big boy words to talk to me, you...
See? She said instead of not being a grown man.
want to hire all these random people to come into our business. What the f*** is this?
And she's also an emotional person. Her spirit, her mom's spirit have been passed down into her, which is, they think having these feelings is love, but it's actually hate. They both hate each other, but they're together thinking it is love. But it's not love, it's actually hate. They hate each other. That's what this is.
Oh, just be quiet.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm done,
now
I'm
you
done.
don't have your
Yeah,
big boy words all of a sudden. You just want to sit there. Okay, you had a whole lot to say on this.
Just go, bro. Just go.
You want me to go?
Yes, I want you to go.
Now, the evil, the devil, the prince of darkness is coming out of her now. You don't argue with a woman when she's going to be emotional. Nothing good will ever come from that because you're only feeding the thrills and you're only feeling the hatred that she have inside of her. You're only feeding it even more. And the more you feed it, the more she's going to go deeper into it. And the more you're going to go deeper into that same feeling that you call love. But it's actually hatred. It's so far away from God. It's actually the prince of darkness. That's his tactic of manipulating and controlling you. Because you have identified with that same spirit, that same identity that you get from your mom when you're resenting her, you have identified with it for so long. You know no different.
I'm gonna leave.
Then do it.
No, you
Leave.
were the one that wants to leave.
Leave.
If you didn't want to leave, we wouldn't have to do all of this, okay? But it's your fault.
Yeah, it's
because
my
you
fault. It's
wanna
my fault.
leave.
There, I accept it. It's
is
my
your
fault. Leave.
There you go. Okay,
Leave.
you know what? You just wanted me to leave this whole time, okay? That's what this was. You could have just broken up with me like a normal person then. Instead of getting all these people. They're not even allowed to record me. You need to tell them to stop recording right now. I swear to God, fucking cops, okay?
Call the cops.
The cops are... Call the cops. Shut
Just
this
go.
off.
You look crazy right now. Go.
You look crazy. You look like a...
She is crazy. You both are crazy and evil person because you both have so much anger. You think it's love. Your heart is full with anger and hatred. And you think it is love. But it's not love because even if she did some stuff like this, you would handle it in perfect peace. You would handle it with so much love because you're in touch with God. He will show you how to handle the situation. But because you both have made the devil your God, you both are going to argue about the situation and try to control each other, which is evil as well. You're going to try to control each other to get the upper hand so you can dominate the situation, which is crazy. But it will never work because you're both fighting for control over each other instead of seeking after God, seeking the kingdom of God. So you're not relying on each other for actually anything. You both are just living life. And you know that you, the woman, is under the man and the man is under God. And you both are just happy, peaceful, and you can lead her properly, right? I do think I'm really missing a critical point here. It's just not coming to me right now. Oh yeah, because when God made Adam, Adam was perfect. He was listening to his father. And then he made, like God made Adam in his own image, in godlikeness. And then he made the woman from Adam. So the woman should be under the man to serve him. And the man should be under God serving him. That's when you know you've gone back to the Father. Because he didn't want to keep making humans and then, oh, you're subjective to him. He wants you to pick. You really don't have free will. You think you do, but you don't. It's either the will of the devil or the will of the Lord. That's just it. You don't have free will. But you will follow the will of the devil because, like I said, your heart is hardened. You have hatred because of your mom. Because evil comes through the mom. The devil attacks the mom. It was right there in Genesis when she listened to the devil. She ended up making the devil her God. And because the man listened to the woman, the man is now subjective to the woman. Right? That's why he's so emotional. But you need to die from that evil spirit. Die away from that life and go back to the eternal life. The good nature, which is God. Right? So it's a lot to unpack here, which is amazing. I'm glad I did this video. We don't know it, right? But I hope you guys are paying close attention here.
Idiot, actually, you're the one that wanted to leave, so this is literally all your fault right now, okay?
This is my
I'll
fault.
just walk
Always
away.
making it my fault. Always
It
my
is your
fault. It's not my fault.
Because who the does this? What the is your problem?
So it's his fault.
It's literally his fault. Yes, it's your fault. Like, I don't know what you're trying to do, but you're not gonna make me look like somebody that I'm not, okay?
Really?
This is literally all you. You need to tell them to stop with this recording bullshit, okay?
Girl, respectfully, like girl to girl.
I don't
This
know
man,
who you are.
I don't
okay?
care. I don't
So
care.
I don't need your third party opinion
I
in this.
understand.
Okay.
But I'm also
so you wanna go cheat
female.
with her? Why don't you go cheat with this girl right here? Oh, there you go. That is your new girlfriend.
Honestly.
Go to her now because she obviously wants you so bad. If you think he's such a good
Chill,
guy,
chill,
why don't
chill.
you just date him? There you go.
Girl.
Problem solved.
Like girl to girl, he's a good guy.
she's-
you know?
Okay, you guys can
And
She's evil.
I don't want to
A
date
lot
your
of
man.
hatred is inside of
Unfortunately,
her.
I don't want to date your man. But what it is that he put this entire elaborate test together to see if you are worth fighting for, to see if you are worth, going the extra mile for. Yes. And
No relationship is worth fighting for because you're just going to fight each other. He's going to fight her to control her. She's going to fight him to control him. And it's never going to work because in this case, it's two female fighting for control over each other. That's not masculine at all. It's not God's nature. And the reason why she resists this kind of fight for control is because that's what her mom would do to her when she was younger. By manipulating her and controlling her. That's why, and to get her to do what she wants when she wants it or yell at her. I don't know what her mom did to her. It's a lot of things a mom can do to traumatize you for you to resent and hate her and end up being just like her, right? So a lot of things can happen. But that's the reason why. She's saying it's his fault because he has a female nature and he reminds her of her mom, so she judged him and resent him. And that's why she keeps telling him it's his fault, but he doesn't understand it. But I clearly understand it, right? It's not a man. She judged him. And women judge all the time. And by she judging him, she's playing God, which you should never play God. But it's because you know good and evil, you judge. And you're now one with the prince of darkness, Satan. So you make Satan your God. because you listen to
And
thoughts.
unfortunately, you prove that you're not.
Okay.
You are.
Well, then you guys can have a beautiful, happy life together.
And I hope
you
Why
have
are you
a
talking
bunch
about
of-
her? I don't even know this girl.
Well,
Chill.
clearly you do, because she's over here saying you're such a great guy and you're the best. So why don't you two end up going and getting married? Because
She's
I'm
crazy.
clearly such a piece of when this is all your fault.
Go.
So you know what?
Go.
You,
Damn.
all you guys.
Can I still get in free to the club? You got me?
Isn't she Latino or something like this? This happens with most Latinos
Right now,
family,
let us know. I know
actually.
you drove here with him. We can
Because
maybe-
their mom is so controlling.
Damn.
Yo, she's got to have some Latina in her because she went 0 to 100 real quick. Now, if you want to learn more about your
See what I said? She has some Latino. It's because Latino mom, they're so controlling. Because guess what? The Latino woman, they end up being the man in the relationship. Because she ended up being the man in the relationship, she ended up taking on the spirit or the personality of her mom, because we are spiritual beings. And by she doing that, she ended up resenting her mom. And her mom ended up paying the dad that she has to take on the role of being a wife, of being a husband and the wife, of being a man and a woman to raise her. Because the dad is so weak, he hasn't overcome the spirit of his mom, so he's subjective to the woman in that relationship. And she hates her dad as well. She resents her dad for not protecting her from her mom. So that's why she hates this guy here, because he's a weak male. She judged him and she realized he's just like her dad, and she ended up resenting him, right? And by she taking on her mom's spirit, her mom became masculine. She's not in her female. That's why she's so hot and red pepper, just like this. That emotions that she has, it's pure hate. There's no love in her. There's none.